you know what elderly people do before they pass away? This elderly man had a premonition that his time was near. He kindly looked at his grandson who was sound asleep. Then he gently covered him with a blanket and walked out. He took out a new set of clothes he had been reluctant to wear. Then he washed his face, making sure it was completely clean. Also neatly arranged his messy white hair. After straightening his appearance, the elderly man picked up his phone and made one last call. Son, can you come home tomorrow? Live a good life with Xiao Rong. Don't always argue over little things. Make sure to be considerate of her, okay? Even though his son was already an adult, he still seemed like a child in his father's eyes. Dad, I'm really tired, can we talk about this tomorrow? His son thought it was just another usual chat, so he impatiently hung up. The elderly man didn't get angry, he returned to his bedroom. Then he lovingly stroked his grandson's head. Little monkey, study hard. Grow up healthy and strong. Grandpa, I'll win you more awards in the future. His grandson sleepily mumbled in his dreams. This made the elderly man very happy. Good, our little monkey is the best. Then he peacefully smiled and fell asleep. A few minutes later, a ghostly arm lifted up. Soon after, the elderly man's soul left his body. The steps after death are generally the same for everyone. First cross the Nehi Bridge, then drink the Meng Po soup. Finally reincarnate. Zhang Lin was about to continue explaining the system when a notification popped up. Congratulations, the host's first live stream has reached 10,000 viewers. Promoted underworld culture plus 100 Wangshen road points. The shop is now open. Zhang Lin didn't expect the task to be completed so quickly. He casually closed the live stream. But what he didn't know was that the comment section was in chaos. Some even suspected he was the cause of the incident. Naturally, this also attracted the attention of the live stream platform's monitors. But strangely, the staff couldn't find any information about this streamer. They couldn't find anything about him in the system. Unaware of all this, Zhang Lin opened the system shop. His current points could be exchanged for 3 yin chi pills. After exchanging, he immediately entered meditation. Moments later, the yin energy around him surged violently. His cultivation level had also risen to the mid-ghost level. Ghosts are ranked lowest as wandering spirits. Next is the ghostly spirit level. Then there are great ghost generals and ghost kings. Each level is divided into early, mid and late stages. Zhang Lin was quite satisfied with his current level. Once he reached the ghost general level, he could take on special tasks. He would also be able to have his own little ghosts. While he was pondering this, the system suddenly popped up with a donation alert. And there were several private messages. I am Do's mother. Please Master Bai, help me. Let me see Do one last time. Turned out that after the car accident, the woman was sent to the hospital. When she regained consciousness, she was told the heartbreaking news that her child had died. Devastated, she accidentally saw some online discussions. With a glimmer of hope, she sent a private message to Zhang Lin. Upon reading the message, Zhang Lin frowned. See that little girl? Do has only been dead for 3 days. She probably hasn't drunk the Meng Po soup yet. If it's just a matter of them meeting, it shouldn't be too difficult. Thinking this over, he replied, prepare incense on the 7th day. Light it from the outskirts and let it continue all the way to your doorstep. The woman at the hospital was moved to tears when she saw this. She repeatedly agreed. Soon the 7th night arrived. The woman and her husband followed the instructions, lighting a line of incense along the road. As the smoke rose, it slowly formed the figure of a small child. It was Do who had died in the car accident while holding a doll. Zhang Lin also slowly appeared and started the live stream. Do was very happy to see her mother again. Her family was overjoyed and cried. They embraced each other tightly. The obedient Do wiped her mother's tears and told her about the amazing things she had seen in the underworld. But happiness is always short-lived. Half an hour quickly passed. With tears in her eyes, the mother reluctantly said goodbye to Do. Zhang Lin urged her. Leave now or it will be too late. Or do you not want her to reincarnate? The mother quickly explained, no Master Bai. I just want to know if Do can reincarnate into my family. Seeing her expectant gaze, Zhang Lin calmly replied with 3 words, earn more virtue. Then he took Do and left. They quickly arrived at the Nehi Bridge. Meng Po, it's over to you now. Meng Po handed over the soup in her hand. Drink the Meng Po soup to forget the past, and all grudges from this life will vanish. Your next life will be a new beginning. Do, grateful that Zhang Lin allowed her to see her mother one last time, gave him her most beloved doll. After drinking the Meng Po soup, Meng Po would guide the soul to reincarnate. If someone had accumulated virtue in life, their reincarnation would be smoother. Watching Meng Po take Do away, Zhang Lin continued to explain. Today I'll show you the 7th night of the soul's return. The viewers in the chat were amazed by Meng Po's figure. Zhang Lin smiled slightly. It's said that Meng Po has been waiting for someone here for over 1,000 years. Your teasing doesn't matter, but beware or Meng Po might come after you. If you don't want to be found by her, quickly invite a friend who owes you a favor. Then with a flick of his finger, The scene instantly changed to another location. Today I'll take you on a tour of the ghost market. The ghost market has many things for sale, which make life easier for the ghosts. While Zhang Lin was strolling, he ran into his colleague Black Wu Chang. The two ghosts greeted each other and exchanged pleasantries. But then they suddenly heard a loud scream. Zhang Lin turned and looked toward the source of the sound. He saw a four-eyed little ghost, attacking the soul of a girl with ill intentions. I am Bai Wuchang, personally appointed by King Yan. How dare you show such intentions in front of me? I immediately stepped forward with Black Wuchang to stop him. The little ghost, terrified when he saw us, almost peed himself. Immediately Zhang Lin conjured up a demonic mask, and told Lin Ruoi to wear it to hide her soul's aura. He also reminded her to be careful. Next time her soul left her body, don't come to the underworld again. Many little ghosts in the underworld like to eat souls like hers. Lin Ruoi was confused, wondering how he knew her. Zhang Lin explained, I am Bai Wuchang. Upon hearing this, Lin Ruoi was so frightened that she didn't know what to do. Am I going to be taken away? Wouldn't that be like delivering my head to someone for their quota? Zhang Lin then cupped his hands and bid farewell to Black Wuchang. He then took Lin Ruoi and floated into the air. Soon they arrived at a place full of red spider lilies. Zhang Lin pointed to a portal in front and told her, beyond here is the human world. Lin Ruoi, now with her mask off, repeatedly thanked him. She then floated into the teleportation array. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself back in the human world. At the same time, Zhang Lin returned to his own home. Viewers in the chat teased the host. How could you not be moved when you saw Lin Ruoi? Some also wondered how people entered the underworld. There were even some who said they wanted to visit the underworld. Zhang Lin patiently explained, before death one can leave their body and have their soul roam freely. But if the soul stays out too long, it can no longer return to the body. Eventually it becomes a plant. Soul of a living person. We call it a living soul. And evil ghosts, they love to eat living souls to nourish themselves. After finishing his explanation, the system notification sounded. Promoting underworld culture. Successfully completed the display of the 7th night of the soul's return and received the corresponding reward. New task for the live stream room released. Task for today is completed. Zhang Lin immediately closed the notification. Then he curiously opened the introduction for the Heart of Belief. It turned out the live stream's goal was to promote the culture of the underworld. The Heart of Belief refers to the belief in the existence of the underworld and holding it in reverence. Congratulations, the host has reached a belief score of 500. Unlocked the large yin chi pill. The large yin chi pill has a similar function to the small yin chi pill Zhang Lin has consumed before, but it contains purer and stronger yin energy. Zhang Lin immediately used all the points he earned today to purchase the large yin chi pill. After taking it, he sat down and began absorbing the energy. He entered a meditative state and the system began announcing a series of upgrades. The notifications continued until 3 hours later. His cultivation reached the early stage of the Ghost General level. The task list had been updated, and a high reward find someone task was posted by Meng Po. You are now eligible to take on tasks. Would you like to accept Meng Po's task? Zhang Lin was a bit curious. Now that my cultivation is at the mid-ghost general stage, I can have up to 10 exclusive little ghosts. Maybe I should check out the task center in more detail. He then headed to the Underworld Task Center. He received a qualification certificate. After reaching the Ghost General level, he not only gained the ability to accept tasks, but also the authority to issue them. As soon as he entered, he overheard several colleagues discussing. The reward for Meng Po's Find Someone task has doubled, but Meng Po has been alive for half a year. The person she's looking for must be at least a general level for her to find them. Though everyone was tempted by the reward, they still had some self-awareness. Zhang Lin also took a closer look. He found not only Meng Po's Find Someone task, but also other people's tasks. He thought for a moment. Let me see if there are any other new tasks. Zhang Lin clicked to refresh. A new task popped up, a life and death book mission. Escort the wandering ghost Fang Lily back to the underworld. Reward, 30,000 nether coins. Escorting souls is my job after all. Zhang Lin accepted the task. The system prompt appeared instantly. Task location, JM Clothing Design Company. At this moment, inside a room, the secretary was preparing to take CEO Kai on a tour of the company. CEO Kai stood up and followed her out. Lately he didn't know what was going on, but his shoulders had been feeling sore. Suddenly the lights in the hallway flickered. The secretary hurriedly explained that they must be malfunctioning. She'd call someone to fix it immediately. The two continued walking out. Outside, a girl had just finished her work. She was about to take a break. Her phone just received a notification that the live stream had started. Curious, she opened it and took a few glances. To her surprise, the live stream scene was of her very own company. At that moment, someone suddenly patted her on the shoulder. It was the secretary bringing CEO Kai along. Xiaolu, what are you doing? CEO Kai is here. I've called you 3 times already. Xiaolu hurriedly prepared to explain. But suddenly her pupils dilated and she screamed. Because she saw behind CEO Kai, a ghost with long flowing hair. The elderly man with his white hair looked at the object in the box. Tears streamed down his face. Because it was something prepared for his daughter. Just not long ago, Kai Shing had just woken up from a nightmare. Outside he heard his bodyguard urgently shouting, "Boss, there's something going on outside. It seems like the police have arrived." Kai Shing furrowed his brow and didn't respond. He swiftly took out the weapon hidden under his pillow. Then he opened the door and rushed out towards the bodyguard. "Fang Lily, come out here. I'll kill you." The bodyguards were frightened and stepped back. They hurriedly explained we're not Fang Lily. But Kai Shing still didn't believe them. He continued to swing his weapon. "Tomorrow the people from Jinshan Temple will come to suppress you. They'll make sure you can never reincarnate. Fang Lily, where are you hiding? Come out." At that moment, Fang Lily's ghost was standing next to Zhang Lin. Zhang Lin said calmly, "Your soul isn't complete. You can't die yet." Fang Lily answered, "I know. Even if I can't kill him now, I can make him die hundreds of times in his dreams. If you truly kill him, your hands will be stained with blood and you'll never enter the cycle of reincarnation. As long as I can kill this bastard, I'm not afraid of anything." Fang Lily looked down. Her eyes were filled with resentment. "But your mother is still waiting for you to return." Upon hearing this, Lily froze in place. That moment the door was smashed open. Heavily armed police rushed in. Kai Shing was also restrained. Handcuffs were put on him. As he watched the kidnapped girls being rescued, Fang Lily's tears couldn't stop falling. She muttered, "Why didn't you come earlier?" She cried out loud, releasing all her grievances and bitterness. The viewers in the live stream couldn't help but feel heartbroken. Zhang Lin patted her gently and comforted her. "It's time to go." "Wait a moment, Master Bai Wuchang. Can I visit my mother one more time?" After a long while the 2 ghosts arrived. At a residential community, inside a room, Fang Lily's portrait was in front of 3 burning incense sticks. "We're sorry we came late." Body of Miss Fang. Zhou Shiguo paused, because Fang Lily's body had been fed to the dogs by that bastard. "We couldn't find her remains." Her mother aged 10 years after hearing this. Her body crumpled and she knelt down. "Thank you." The 2 men hurriedly helped her up. "Please don't do this, elder. One of the most sorrowful things in life is when a parent outlives their child." The 2 policemen felt pained as they saw the elderly woman grieving. "We're sorry to have kept you for so long. You all go ahead with your business. I won't keep you." The 2 men were still concerned. They wanted to stay and keep her company. But the old woman insisted she was fine. Zhou Shiguo had no choice but to hand her a business card. "Auntie, call me if you need anything." After they left, the old woman took a small cardboard box from under the table. She gazed at the contents inside, and tears fell uncontrollably. "Lily, Mom wishes I could talk to you again. My dear daughter, you can now leave in peace. Mom will burn some things for you to take with you. Live in a big house after you go down there. Eat well, drink well, and enjoy life. My good daughter." This woman attended her own funeral. The funeral was simple, but many came to pay their respects. The elderly mother knew how much her daughter had suffered in life. She only hoped her daughter would have a better life after death. "I just hope she can live a good life after she moves on. And be born into a good family." The local online friends also came specially to see her off. With many heartfelt wishes from people, a bit of their goodwill gathered on Fang Lily's soul. Goodwill is a power generated by wishes, prayers, blessings, and similar actions. "Sir, is there really a hell in this world?" Fang Lily asked, a bit confused. "Those who do evil are more likely to be eaten by monsters on the street. If a living person is eaten and loses their soul, they can't be reincarnated. People who do evil have to watch out for monsters while alive, and go to hell when they die. So you should be careful." Zhang Lin casually explained to the netizens. Shi Kai with irrefutable evidence was sentenced to death. The strange news of Shi Kai shot to the top of trending. Fang Lily waited for this result. After her resentment had lessened, she followed Zhang Lin to the road to the underworld. "Take this to find Meng Po." He handed her a small bottle. Seeing her confused expression, Zhang Lin explained, "This is your tear. Your soul was incomplete and not eligible for reincarnation. You're lucky. Thousands of people have been wishing for you." Hearing this, Fang Lily was stunned. After a long pause, she seemed to have made up her mind. Slowly she spoke, "Sir, I don't want to reincarnate. Let me follow you, since I've already entered the path of the dead. Let me follow you, sir. Let me be the eyes of hell capturing evil spirits, watching over those who wish to do evil. Please grant me this." Zhang Lin looked at her and smiled slightly. "You don't have to reincarnate. But you're not qualified for this line of work yet. Come with me." He then led her to the ghost market area. He pointed at the entrance and told her, "You've just entered the path of the dead. You don't know anything. The eyes of hell are about gaining power, so go inside and cultivate. After a few decades or centuries of cultivation, come back and find me." Fang Lily clenched her fists and replied, "I will cultivate diligently, thank you sir," she said, then left under Zhang Lin's watchful gaze. Without hesitation she walked inside. After sending her off, Zhang Lin decided to take the livestream viewers on a tour of hell. The first level is the tongue-pulling hell. The viewers in the livestream stared wide-eyed, frightened, covering their mouths. After the tour they arrived at the 9th level, the boiling oil hell. Zhang Lin explained that the souls in hell won't die again. They are tortured repeatedly, paying for their sins without end. Wow! At that moment a sharp-eyed viewer noticed that Kai Xing was struggling and begging for mercy in the boiling oil. This scene shocked the viewers beyond measure. The gates of hell opened for you and the stream instantly went viral. The crime rate also dropped significantly. After some time, Zhang Lin returned to his worn-out little house. While he was meditating, the system popped up a notification saying the livestream had reached over 10 million views. 8th level exceeded 10,000 earning merit. Merit has many uses. It can be used for reincarnation and combat, and even to resist heavenly tribulations. After understanding this, Zhang Lin wanted to close the notification, but just then the system sent another message. Limited time quest has been issued. Increase your level to Great Ghost General, late stage, within half a month. Upon hearing this, Zhang Lin was shocked. Some ghosts work in the underworld for centuries, and their merits are very little. But Zhang Lin easily gained 10,000 merit points. Before he could celebrate, he heard the system again announcing a new limited time quest. Increase your level to Great Ghost General within half a month. Zhang Lin's face changed drastically. The higher the level, the slower the progress. A yin chi pill would help speed things up. After checking his points, he realized he was running low on them. It looks like he needed to find a way to earn points quickly. Fang Lily had already successfully registered in the Book of Life and Death. Post task completed. She can now head to the Underworld Task Center to claim her reward. Hearing this, Zhang Lin went to the Underworld's Task Center. He filled in all the details about the monster's interference and the subsequent results. Then he claimed the reward. He received a beginner's training room card. The training room can speed up cultivation progress. The soul cards are materials for weapon forging. But for Zhang Lin, who needed to skip levels within half a month, these items were nothing more than a drop in the bucket. Just as he was packing up to leave, he overheard a conversation. He heard someone took on Meng Po's task a few days ago. That person must be either really strong, or they're just asking for trouble ready to die. Maybe Meng Po is looking for someone in the Y region. It turns out that the King of Hell has a rule that no ghost can contact people in the Y region. Otherwise they could be dragged into the demonic path by mistake. Besides, if Meng Po knew about someone from that Y region, the news would probably be out already. Meng Po's task is indeed quite rewarding. Zhang Lin was also a bit envious. But finding someone from 1,000 years ago is no easy feat. At that moment the little notebook in his sleeve suddenly flew out and displayed the information of the next soul. Name: Chen Dehai. Age: 56. Occupation: chef. Upon seeing this, Zhang Lin hurriedly left. Some of the ghosts were watching his back and discussing. That ghost just now has a lot of merit. He's probably going to go further than us. That's for sure. The last time I saw this much merit was on a great ghost general. I'm really envious. Meanwhile the scene shifted to the human world. At the entrance of Chenji restaurant, an elderly man was waiting anxiously. Why hasn't the door opened yet? Xiao Chen always keeps the door open rain or shine. His granddaughter Zhang Yu quickly suggested, why don't we try another restaurant today? Why do you always choose this old place? Isn't my new restaurant good? The old man immediately became upset. Today's my birthday. I've already reserved a seat. The old restaurant has the authentic taste. It's the flavor I want. If you don't want to wait, you can leave. I'll wait by myself. He stubbornly kept looking inside the restaurant. Even if Xiao Chen doesn't come, his son will surely come to check on the door. If the door isn't open, they'll post a note explaining. Seeing that there was nothing, he will definitely open the door. Maybe he just woke up late today. Seeing her grandfather upset, Zhang Yu could only wait with him. But then a neighbor's voice came from behind. Don't wait anymore. The Chen family is handling a funeral. They can't open the restaurant these days. A funeral? Whose funeral? The old man quickly asked. It's the boss, Chen Dehai. He suddenly passed away this morning. You must have made a reservation, right? They probably haven't had time to notify you. Come back next time. Hearing this, the old man was in disbelief. He took 2 steps back before steadying himself. Zhang Yu quickly went over to support him. How could this person just suddenly pass away? He's 10 years younger than me. After a while he left the place. I can't drink old Chen's soup anymore. He's even 10 years younger than me. How could he be gone? Hearing her grandfather mumble, Zhang Yu also felt a little down. As people get older, they become more sentimental about such things. Suddenly her phone in her pocket vibrated. It was a reminder that the live stream had started. Seeing this, Zhang Yu's eyes lit up. The host was Bai Wuchang. Maybe he has a solution. Thinking this, she quickly opened the live stream. But what she saw next left her speechless.